The Titans women's soccer team are #1 in the nation, but to reach and win the national tournament, they'll have to take care of conference play first, and tonight it begins. The Region 8 opener against Polk State College. Live from Eastern Florida's Melbourne campus, it's the Eagles and Titans, and it's next. It is shaping up to be a beautiful night for the beautiful game on the Space Coast. We are live at the Titans Soccer Complex in Melbourne. I'm Jeff Radcliffe, and to my right is Eddie Rodriguez, the MLS veteran. And glad to be back with you for a very important game for your #1 ranked Titans, who are now a consensus #1 as conference play opens tonight, Eddie.
That's right, Jeff. For Polk State, a team that looks to come in and spoil the party. As you mentioned, a very important game for both teams. And Eastern Florida, #1 team in the country. They've been playing pretty well. But tonight at home, they got to do it again, and they got to prove they want to stay up in the ranking.
The Eagles come in 1-2 on the season into this conference opener. Player to watch would be number 17, Cristina Gutierrez out of Plant City.
Absolutely. Cristina Gutierrez, a center mid who loves to go forward, loves to use those spaces behind the defense. Goes out wide, so be careful with her because she's the player that gets this team going early.
And we're really looking forward to seeing the home debut of one Khadijah Shaw, the nickname Bunny. She had a really nice game against Darton State last week. Now we see her at home.
Bunny, a different player, a Jamaican international, made her weight pressing last week when she scored 1 goal and had 1 assist. But now she wants to do it at home right here. We see it on the screen. A very lethal, a very powerful right-footed shot. Be careful with her as well.
A transfer from Navarro College. Here, look at the lineups for Polk State. Pay attention to number 8 as Kelsey Lewis makes her return. She's a sophomore right out of Merritt Island, a graduate of Merritt Island High School, played for Scott Carswell, and won the championship here a few years back. For Eastern Florida, the Camargo sisters will be on the outside, number 18 and 19. Here are your coaches, Steve Linneman. He is now in his 3rd season right out of Polk County. He is a native. And Jeff Carr with a 61-12-5 record, now in his 6th season at the helm of Eastern Florida State College. Our referees for tonight's match are good ones. Chris Bolak will be the center referee. He'll be assisted by Monsef Hadiji and Jasmine Peralta. So moments away from kickoff here at the Titans Soccer Complex. The ball is placed inside the circle. It will be Eastern Florida sporting the home whites with the blue shorts. They'll be attacking from right to left, so headed north to the north goal. And Polk State will be in the black. So these are two teams that are very familiar with one another. Eastern Florida, a couple of wins against them last year.
Expect this game to be won at center mid. Polk State coming out with the 4-5-1, a little more defensive. They know of the weapons of Eastern Florida, and on the other hand for them, coming out with a 4-2-3-1, which means that center of the park, the middle of the midfield is going to be crowded. So whoever takes advantage of that early in this game, set the tempo early, could be the winner of this match.
See the former Mustang wearing number 8, Kelsey Lewis. State champ back in 2010 for Scott Carswell. She kicked things off, and now we're underway. Eastern Florida will attack from right to left, and they'll leave it to the left side. This is Arnella Kordich out of Jacksonville. And now it will be Brianna Camargo. She will send it left. On the run is Hernandez, the striker in that Titans 4-2-3-1.
And that's one of the changes for Eastern Florida, Jeff, that the Camargo sisters, the Colombian connection, they're going to play apart. They usually play together in the middle of the park. Now you have one on the left, one on the right, because of course we have Bunny coming in, the Jamaican international, playing in the middle, and a little bit further on top you have Hernandez playing as that number 10 post up forward for Eastern Florida.
Bunny wearing number 14 will be sent out for a throw for Eastern Florida State College. It was Quintanilla to send it out. Cara, the sophomore out of Auburndale. So here comes the throw. You mentioned the Camargo twins, both out of Ocala, Florida. Won a state championship as well. It's a common thread with a lot of the team school girls in both of these programs. Both programs recruit very highly out of Central Florida and the Space Coast as well. And now it will be Polk State try to play the ball to Davis, make that Kelsey Lewis. And it will come back on a foul the other way.
And Kelsey Lewis as well from around the corner. Merritt Island, which we saw him last year in the state finals. Another good program.
Year in and year out. One of the best programs in the state, not just Brevard County. Trying to play that ball through as Hernandez was giving chase. And the throw will be conceded by Polk State.
And you see early in this game what I was talking about, the importance of taking care of the center mid, because the amount of legs in the middle, the amount of numbers, there's going to be quantify that section of the field. So it's important to get your balls early, play it as quick as you can, try to get in transition going forward.
There's the through ball left side for Camargo. It will come back the other way. A little quick bounce. Nice work by Cordich to win the ball. There's a throw from Polk State, a little back heel flick by Gutierrez. As we see her get her first touch. Camargo will circle back and now leave it. Too far out in front for Cordich. So Eastern Florida trying to work the left flank here, Eddie, at least in the early going.
Absolutely. You know, we have Brianna Camargo here, and then you have Julia showing up on top. But I think they're as good in both ends. They're just decided to go one way, one flank or the other. But, you know, look for them to switch at point of attack as well, as we see Bunny in the ball.
Dominique Walker with it right now, the right back. And throw to the Titans here. Brianna Camargo.
We spoke to Coach Linneman early, and he said, yeah, we're going to play a little more defensive. We know how good they are. We know they're playing at home. And early in this game, we can tell how tight the markings are in the middle. They're going to stick to their plan. Hopefully it'll work for them.
They'll try to break down this Polk State 4-5-1. Will the Titans. Cordich will begin the switch. Controlled in the center by Jay Bales. Switch will continue to the right side. The point of attack now held by Delgado. Now she will circle back.
And that's a good strategy. If it's not on, you bring it back, you switch the point of attack, as you mentioned, and that's a good way to break the defense, and they've done so. They go side to side, so trying to get that penetrating ball behind the defense.
See Paula Estiazaran, a Spaniard. Her and Julie Hernandez have formed quite a combination this season in the early going. Paula with 7 goals to lead the Titans.
Oh yeah, they have been the 1-2 punch for the two Spaniards.
And now you bring Bunny into the mix with the Camargo twins. It's just not fair.
Well, tell that to Polk State tonight. They're trying to spoil the party and then try to play good defense against all those weapons that you mentioned. And you're right, Jeff, it sounds unfair when you have so many weapons, you know, so many choices to come out of the back for this Eastern Florida team.
Defense turns to offense. Shaw was mixed up in it. The run is made by Hernandez, but the flag was up on the far side.
And that's exactly what we're going to do. Bunny playing Camargo. Camargo plays the through ball for Hernandez, just a tad outside, but that's a good way to break the defense. 1-2, make him come out, and then play the through ball in the middle.
About 5 minutes gone by as you take a close look at Julia Hernandez, native of Madrid, Spain. Played just 10 minutes of the preseason, but didn't appear to need it the way she started. Had some ankle issues before the season began. Now he'll come the counter out of the back as Abby Camargo led the charge. Along the right it goes again to Hernandez. Makes a move and we'll cut it back. Through ball. Bunny Shaw. Bunny Shaw. Big save made by McKinney. Just got enough of it to keep it out.
Great ball by Camargo, playing it through to Julia Hernandez, who plays the through ball to Bunny. One-time shot. Good save by the keeper. And you can tell slowly they're breaking that Polk State defense. Just keeping the 1-2 and then playing the through ball.
This was Emily Phillips really torching herself up that right side for Polk State as we take another look.
Yeah, and the difference is the movement off the ball. You see Camargo playing that great through ball. Bunny doesn't even hesitate to take another touch, just lets one go. Good job by Sarah McKinney just getting low and getting to the ball, because it's so hard for a goalkeeper to go cross post to get down low.
See, keeper for Eastern Florida is Steph Barreras, Mexican U20 national teamer. Saw a drop down.
That's if it's not enough. You said talk about all the weapons that they have going forward. Now defensively, you have a U23 Mexican national team goalkeeper, U20, on Stephanie Barreras out of Phoenix, Arizona. We've seen her play, and she's got great ability, great vision. She's got that Latin flavor in goal.
Well, she will play the first half, as we learned from Jeff Carr pregame, that Asmara Holmes will take the second. So we'll split it up when you got a reigning second-team All-American as your backup keeper.
Absolutely, and the reason for that is, of course, everybody in this team is trying to go to the next level. So when you have college coaches at a D1 and D2 looking at these players, it's good to give them playing time, especially when somebody's looking out of your player and they let you know they're interested. So it's good for Jeff Carr and his staff to give some of these kids some playing time.
It's out off of Camargo, so it will be a throw. Cutback is coming from Cara Quintanilla. Back to Walker along the right side. Walker works in on Camargo, and now it's turned over, and Khadijah Shaw through the midfield with the outlet to pressure, and it just overshot her mark as the other Camargo twin, Abby, was on the far side, too far out in front. We'll roll out back to a throw, though.
Yeah, Bonnie was trying to play that early ball. They intercepted the ball in the middle. She was trying to play Camargo and try to start the counter. And a lot of the time, Jeff, your brain works faster than your feet, so.
It's back in front and headed forward, no problem, by Helen Ramsey. Ramsey, who played forward last year. Great in the air. Now the Eagles will make a run into the corner, and they will not get there. Goal kick.
Delgado doing a good job chasing and just protecting that corner, knowing that she didn't have to win the ball.
And Steph will make the distribution to the left side. Over the top, flag stays down. This is Hernandez, holds it up at the top of the 18. Will get a shot on frame, shooting for the upper 90 and missed it by about a foot.
Great opportunity for Eastern Florida, Julia Hernandez, but what a great ball by Paula Astiazarra. Look how deep she comes and collects the ball from the goalkeeper. She sends it forward, and Hernandez kind of cuts the ball back when she had a little bit more time than she thought, looking for that far post shot. Kind of sails away over the top.
Communication lapse momentarily for Polk State. Bunny plays the through ball to Camargo, tries to get the byline, makes the turn. Camargo leaves it to the spot, a shot on frame once, twice, and cleared away by number 21.
Julia Hernandez with a clear open net, not able to put it away. And then Camargo had a chance, ball kind of ricochet. Polk State gets lucky and clears the ball out of the back, and here comes a counter.
Abby Sizemore saved the day, and now spilled out in front by Barreras.
And as the game goes on, Jeff, you're going to start seeing a little more space in the middle of the park. Eastern Florida so efficient at just clearing the ball, 1-2s in the middle, going forward. As we see Camargo
trying to play it through to Hernandez once again. Here's the throw. Kordich. Held up by Hernandez and then cleaned up by the stopper back there.
And you see how often Julia looks for Paula in the 1-2. Paula looking for Julia, that Spanish connection. So efficient 1-2, always looking for each other.
On the break they come again. It's a well-oiled machine. The attacks keep coming. Bunny Shaw with a nice control and then shoots it just wide of the target. So So another good effort, and will lead to a goal kick, though. Boy, she gets a shot off in a hurry.
Absolutely. We talked about how powerful of a shot she has, and now it's actually a left-footed shot. Great ball by Julia Hernandez. Crosses the ball. Bunny brings it down. Not a predominantly left-footed player, but she lets it go and just goes a little bit wide. It's a good effort, though.
Kelsey Lewis got a touch. She'll circle back, try to take it away. Here come the Titans. Left to Bales. Tries to pick out a pass, sends it right, and it will go off of Polk State for a throw-in.
And here's another view of that cross. You see Julia going down. Hernandez with a great cross. Bunny traps the ball. She had a wide open net right there, far post, and just slightly goes out wide.
She'll want that one back again. Little back heel, nifty from Camargo. They go to the back post. Nobody home there. Nice work from Hernandez to get the ball on frame.
Bree showing that Colombian flair with a little back heel.
That was Davis, actually, that got the cross across. Polk State will make the switch. Boy, a square ball. You know how those can hurt you sometimes. A run forward by Heather Davis. And boy, a collision, and it leads to a turnover.
And that's a great point you bring, Jeff. You do not want to give the ball up, especially at a square ball in the middle of the field, because that could be disastrous for your team.
Hernandez will cut in after working the right flank. This is Camargo, who places it forward to her sister, Brianna Camargo. Big collision in front, and it is McKinney to get up quickly and gobble it up before it was too late.
What a great ball by Abby. So, timely just behind the defense. Brianna trying to bring it down, and keeper comes out.
Wide open soccer here as it's going back to end. McKinney, the keeper, really had to work hard there. The Fruitland Park, Florida native,
just watch
out of Leesburg High School.
The pace on this ball, just perfectly timed right there. Bree gets there. Not a great touch with the right foot, should have been with the left. Keeper comes down, collision. But Jeff, we almost get that feeling that once they put one in, this could be a high-scoring game just from the amount of chances they've had so far.
Coach Linneman ahead of the game told us McKinney, the keeper, may not be the biggest in the world, but she is incredibly athletic, and she showed it there in the recovery.
Absolutely. Great explosiveness. She got down, crashed against Camargo, and then got up and recovered the ball.
Hold up by Gutierrez. Trying to find Davis. Not much room to work. Lewis was left all alone up front as Jada Humphreys will clean things up the other way.
Julia Hernandez doing a great run between two defenders. Ball doesn't get through.
Kelsey Lewis, the former Mustang, sent that ball in. She'll get the ball right back. Try to cut in, and Bunny Shaw was there with Jay Bales to break it up. Brianna Camargo on the left. A run up from Bales out of Palm Bay. And they're trying to free up Bunny Shaw. Polk State wise to it that time. Now the run comes from the right. Along the edge to the top of the box. Ramsey cleaned it up. Turn made by Hernandez. And we'll play it for Camargo. Flag stays down. She'll circle back, wait for help. Shaw on the 1-2. Camargo can't keep it on her right foot, poked away.
Great job by Camargo looking for Bunny, who returns the ball. A little bit of a funny bounce, but you can tell that Eastern Florida is starting to click on the 1-2s.
McKillen leaves it to the right side. Emily Phillips started the match on the left side. Here they come again. They're attacking in waves as Bales tries to leave it forward. Headed towards the touchline. The run comes from Walker.
All kinds of space from Eastern Florida midfielders making a run out of the back. Bunny getting a breather.
He'll come out. Looks like Broderick will come check in. Set to deliver here. It was Broderick, the first sub. So Jamaican for Jamaican.
And when you have the depth of this Eastern Florida, you can bring players in.
Oh, they go to her immediately as she was running into the box. Now, Camargo with a big swing. Tried to turn the big crank there.
Absolutely. Use the fresh legs out wide.
Delgado out right side to Broderick. Here's the cross, and off her line quickly with Sarah McKinney.
See how fast Eastern Florida recovers the ball. As soon as they lose the ball, they put pressure, and half of the times they get it back.
Hernandez, she'll give it a go to the right side and just miss the target. Nice effort.
Once again, that Spanish connection, 1-2 between Paula and Julia, looking for each other. They are in sync for sure. That was Paula stealing the ball, getting it back from Julia. Julia gets it back, looking far post. She's looking for that in-swinger. Just a bit off, but good idea. The far post was always open.
Step two by Haley Cook. Here comes the attack again. Kordich makes the run, tries to play it. Does have Camargo, and Bree will send it back center to Bales. Broderick to the right, she'll opt to go straight up the gut, and it's intercepted.
And Jeff,
Gutierrez.
Even though Polk State is playing a 4-5-1, it looks like they're playing at 5-3-1 at times because so many midfielders rather come back and have the flat line defending all the space behind.
Lewis sends it across. This is a dangerous ball, and it's kicked over the top. Good job by Ramsey as that appeared to be goal bound. Does lead to a corner. Nice job getting back her. It would have been the Titans chasing a 1-0 game.
Yeah, it was Abby Sizemore far post for Polk State with a one-timer. This is a great cross right here. Abby's by herself. Keeper comes out, gets a touch. And
well, it would have been out anyway, but just to be safe, let's make sure. Here's the corner kick, flicked away. And just getting one touch on it was Camargo. Comes all the way back to Gutierrez.
And that's the first shot on goal for Polk State. Talk about, the importance of just when you're playing defense the whole time and then you counter. That was a very good counterattack for them.
Eastern Florida settling in. About 25 minutes to go in the first. Here's Nicole Broderick. Take the space, try to play it quickly into the box, and should go out for a throw. It does. So glad you're with us here on WEFS TV and also on our web platforms if you happen to be watching us at team2sports.com/EFSC or on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/EasternFlorida. So many ways to check the Titans out nowadays. And it will come through the box. You got to be careful here. Camargo coming together with Dominique Walker.
Yeah, that was a good flick by Julia Hernandez. Wasn't going to be able to get a whole header, so she flicked the ball, looking for Brianna Camargo.
Sophomore from Ocala Trinity Catholic. Will tee this up with her right foot. Corner kick opportunity for the Titans. An in-swinging kick into the middle of the box, headed right to the keeper, McKinney. As Kelsey Lewis plays it right back. Turf monster hit. Switch is made, intercepted somewhat by Broderick. She at least slowed the progress. Gutierrez comes back to Brooke McKillen. Space will be taken by Quintanilla. One player zigged when the other should have zagged. Eastern Florida has it. Right in front of Jeff Carr's bench. Broderick. Jay Bales will be the distributor cap. Send it to the other side. Brianna Camargo. Now Abby. Abby wearing 19. Tough to tell them apart, especially when they're playing near each other.
Yeah, and they're used to playing together. Now Abby's playing on the right, Brianna playing on the left.
50-50 ball. The race is on and pinged forward by Polk State. Barreras. Delgado, the sophomore out of Parkland, Florida. With the pace and the smarts. Now, speaking of pace, it's Broderick. Big race into the box, putting on the pressure, and we'll have a corner kick for Eastern Florida.
That's right. And this is the experience of Camargo. Watch this, where she puts the ball 2 yards in front of the triangle. The referees don't notice that, but just those little things like that, they tell you about the experience of a player. 2 yards is 2 yards, and when nobody notices it, they're always going to take that advantage.
Corner kick will come from the far side. It will be Estia Zaran with her left foot. She'll let it fly and swing her middle of the 6-yard area. It does fall, but cleared away by Jada Humphreys for the moment. Just got it out of the 18. That's not going to be enough, and now this could take it as Kelsey Lewis will look to relieve the pressure. Has a runner coming along the right side, streaking Brooke McKillen. She'll take it now. McKillen into the 18 will send the ball across, and the effort could have been better, but it did challenge the Eastern Florida back line somewhat there.
Absolutely. Polk State with 3 touches to get to the goal, and they actually get a shot on goal. Just good idea. Just when you're playing that, Kelsey Lewis playing that through ball, and Brooke McKillen just getting to the end line, looking at the goalkeeper. She was trying to go for a post and just gets under that. But if you're Eastern Florida, you have to be careful not to commit too many players forward, and then your mind is behind.
Brianna trying to find Abby. Common denominator, a throw on the near side for Dominique Walker. Into space. Gutierrez held up. See different players for Polk State rotate towards the front. Now it will be Lewis. Now Gutierrez.
They do, Jeff, and I think they're sharing the load in the middle because there's so much running to do defensively against all the weapons for Eastern Florida. So they rotate that target forward so you can rest a little bit on top. In the meantime, you got to run around going from side to side.
Chase.
Absolutely.
It's going to wear them out. It's Khadijah Shaw just bouncing off of would-be tacklers. And then keeping control will be fouled, and it will be a free kick as Khadijah earns it.
Always so dangerous on the ball. You're always having to put 2 players on her. She has the speed, the size, and we know she can crack a ball.
Here's Estia Zaran.
Left-footed, looking to in-swing it, or is she looking at the goalkeeper? Should I go straight or cross it?
Here's her decision, and she will go straight at it and over the top. So in behind for a goal kick.
Yeah, when you take a shot with your non-predominant leg, it's hard to judge the power. You're better off just hitting it with the right foot and put it in the mixer, as we call it, when you have Bunny, who's every bit of 5'10", 5'11", in height. Serve one so she can get up and win it in the air.
Bales. This is Delgado. Good things come in small packages when you talk about Serena Delgado, the sophomore out of Parkland. Picks it up now. Dad was a jockey in Maryland. I'm not talking about a disc jockey. I'm talking about riding the horses.
Yeah, she's got plenty of pace going up and down the ride. Not too often does she get speed,
Yes.
speed-wise.
Size of a jockey and speed of the horse. And it will roll into touch, throw in for Eastern Florida.
Emily Phillips not able to control that ball for Polk.
Camargo in the center to Bales. Makes the switch, the run to the corner, and that'll be too far for everybody.
Yeah, not enough space to get behind the defense. She was looking for that penetrating ball.
athletic goalkeeper. First team All-Lake County for 3 seasons in high school at Leesburg. And it's intercepted. Shaw will hold it down. And the give and go again. Shaw trying to get the corner, and nice defense being played by Dominique Walker there. It will lead to a corner, though.
Yeah, good job by Walker. She stayed, especially with the size difference between her and Bonnie. Nonetheless, she was able to just toe poke that ball for a corner kick. And watch Brianna Camargo see if she does it again. She takes that extra 1-2 yards in front. She gets that advantage.
Abby's corner on the way. It's a low liner into the side netting, so not her best effort. Will lead to a goal kick with under 18 minutes to play opening half.
No, maybe she heard me.
Boy, it was given right back to Broderick. And we'll do it again. From the other side, another set piece opportunity for the Titans, who come in 4-0, consensus #1 in the nation. Or as Jeff Carr said, the ranking's great, but what matters is the trophy at the end. We got to make it to nationals here on our home field and win it all.
Absolutely. Get a big fat ring to go with it. And more important than that, he's happy with the way the team has been performing.
Stia Zaran will get another crack at it. A little change for $1 for the team's leading scorer, and we'll send that one over the top. Not going to bother anybody. Broderick was in the vicinity, but the ball was played out. So far, Polk State achieving what they set out to do, Eddie.
Absolutely. Sometimes, having a defensive plan is not a bad thing, especially when you know you're going against the #1 team in the country. So far for them, they've been very efficient at this. The counterattacks, defend well and then send numbers forward. Got 2 pretty decent shots. The question is, Jeff, how long can you stand this?
And of course, constant pressure.
Absolutely. Having a good goalkeeper like Sarah McKinney definitely helps.
Gutierrez. Lewis. Step 2 by Cook. Not out of the woods yet. Lewis appears to have earned the corner. Yep. As you take a look at Jeff Carr, women's soccer coach in his 6th season, also the associate vice president for athletics here at Eastern Florida.
AKA the legend. Women's soccer here with a great record of 61-12.
6-year legend.
A lot easier said than done, all those games.
Lewis. High arcing corner kick into the air. Where it comes down is off the line there was Barreras. And slow to get up. Stephanie from Alhambra High School in Phoenix. As you mentioned, a Mexican U20 national teamer. Doesn't see a lot of action back there because the Titans always have it in the attacking half, but it's very important not to fall asleep when you're a goalkeeper and you have a team that likes to dominate possession.
Absolutely, because, if you're going to see the ball every 15, 20 minutes, you might not be ready. I mean, we saw it in high school, you and I, where every once in a while you get a counter and the keeper's not ready because she hasn't seen the ball in 10 minutes. So
played through onside. Camargo will cut it back. Brianna takes a shot. Now Shaw runs in. Nice defense by Polk to recover. Held scoreless here, the #1 team in all the land. Camargo looking for Shaw, and Jada took care of it.
Great idea by Brianna, just not early enough. She saw Bunny making the run.
Unable to clear. Will be sent out as Zoran was making a run, putting the pressure on. Throw to Arnella Kordic, and a sub will check in. So Bunny will trot out for a bit, for a quick breather. But Hernandez comes back in, so no rest for the weary. Talking about the back line of Polk State. Pick your poison. Abby Camargo lays it to the right side. Here's the run up Delgado. Hernandez. Nice job to keep it on her feet. Will be fouled? No. Takes a knock, hits the turf, but it will be Eastern Florida ball.
Seems like every time Julia Hernandez touches the ball, she's always double teamed. Polk State know of her abilities.
Really likes to go out on that right side. Her and Broderick play 1v1 with each other. Stepped in Camargo. Brianna leaves it. Lots of give and go action here. B. Walker. And off the feet of Emily Phillips. Just waiting for the breakthrough here.
Just waiting for that one chance.
All the time in the world on the ball. Delgado. Broderick. Cross on its way into the side netting.
And one of the hardest things, Jeff, is for a team like Eastern Florida to be patient, because it looks so simple going forward, and you have to be patient, go side to side until the gap is open for you to play that through ball. As you see that Broderick trying to cross the ball, it looks so easy because you have all the space, but just putting that great ball, it's the one that's going to open up the score in this game.
This is McKinney. And the distribution didn't get very far. Got to a target. And taken away by Abby. Zoran. Camargo with a nifty little move to get by the first line of defense. Now the second into the box and back out. Throw into the Titans. Kordic. Zoran. Back to the far post. It will trickle all the way to the touchline. Polk County ball.
Paul, I was looking for a long driven ball to Broderick, who was coming from the weak side, and she got a hold of the ball, so it went the whole length of the box.
Polk State College get out of their own half here. Just a space. The run is on to the back line. Stuck in the corner, they'll go right up the line and over the line. So just not having any problem, Polk State, in just conceding the possession just to clear the ball. Okay, so Broderick will come out. Now we'll see Isabella Burns.
Broderick not happy to be taken out. I'm not sure if she's frustrated because of how the game is going on, or just not happy with her playing time.
Here's a shot. And Hernandez couldn't steer it to the right direction. So Isabella Burns, like we said, just came in. Southwick, Massachusetts native. Making her 5th appearance. On the backside. And again, Eastern Florida State College, you would shudder to see what the possession stat is right now.
I would
certainly one-sided.
Absolutely. I would say it's something like 80-20 as far as the percentages.
Let's get OptaStats on the phone. And unable to clear again is this defense, I think, from Polk State beginning to tire.
And that's the advantage of Eastern Florida playing at home. They know the width and the length of this field, and it's a big field, so when it comes down to it, the subs are going to make an impact, especially when you're running around like Polk State trying to play defense and trying to close that gap.
For a counter here, just can't control it. Quintanilla, the left back, rolls it into the bench.
And you see for Polk State, there's not even a target forward right now. So all 11 players, or 10 right now, defending in the back.
Titans continue to try to break them down. Sabella will earn the free kick.
Harsh tackle then, Denny Ritter.
So Burns will leave it for her teammate, Abby Camargo. 16 assists last year, school record, at 11 goals as well. It's for everybody get into the proper position, and we'll take it into the box, headed on frame, but with not much power behind it, it's no problem for McKinney, the goalkeeper.
Yeah, Helen Rancy coming out of the back. She gets somewhat of that ball, not forced to do any damage, and here comes a counter.
Lewis, she'll leave it and try to get the ball back. As Ritter making the run with her. Walker will earn the free kick against Hernandez. Gutierrez. Turnover, center of the park. They've had a lot of the game, have the Titans. They just don't have anything on the scoreboard yet.
Just that last touch in the final third keeps getting away from them.
Run being made from the right now. Ball crossed in, took a deflection. Corner kick, Titans here with 6:18 on a turning clock here in the first half.
You see Abby Camargo there. Between her and her sister, they put some serious mileage in this game. Or games, rather. Always so active. Using the flank.
Spanish freshman Paula Estiazaran, a little low looper. Not much of a problem on the clearance. It leads to a goal kick. Excuse me, it will be a
throw-in, perhaps.
Throw-in, I beg your pardon. State possession here late. See if they can get out of their own half. They cannot. Immediately turned over. This could be trouble. Julia Hernandez into the center, right into the on-rushing Dominique Walker. Fire, fire. It is emergency defending. Here's Isabella Burns trying to burn the corner. It's out, and it'll come back the other way. It's off of Eastern Florida, so Polk State will have it. Deep throw in their own half. You and I, Eddie, are going to have cricks in our neck from looking left to this entire match.
It's all left. Every once in a while.
On that left
right.
half. There we go. All right, that feels good. On the other side.
It's a good thing we're switching at half, right?
Yeah. Chiropractors will appreciate it. Turned over. The ball given away by Bales. There's Gutierrez. That's where you want it. There's Brooke McKillen. And again, the attack short-lived. Nice class being showed by Camargo. Brady all the way on the right side now.
The Camargo connection.
Hernandez trying to get the edge. Has Astia Zaran in the box. If she can get it there, it's slid away by Humphreys. Kelsey Lewis relieves the pressure, gets the ball back, cannot handle it. 3.5 minutes remain, no score. A game that's been bossed by the home side, the Titans. Looking to have something on that scoreboard to show for their efforts here.
And this is when Eastern Florida needs to remain calm in the sense that you know it's coming. It's just a matter of time to putting one away. But in the meantime, they got to stay focused and keep the ball, knock it around, use the width again. So once again, it's so easy to try to go forward north-south, but it's obvious that it's not on. Polk State doing a good job just collapsing the middle and giving them the outsides.
McKillen with the long distance effort. That doesn't trouble Barreras. And Steph will make the distribution.
Steph is just happy to touch a ball after the last 10 minutes. No shots.
Wants to remember what it feels like. Camargo will cut in. Leave it to the center. Bales. Ball tips forward. The run is on by Kordich. And off her line to make sure it was McKinney.
That's a great run by Kordich. And that's another way to beat that offside trap. Fullbacks can go up. Midfielders are expected to be marked. But when your fullback goes out of the back, it's a player that is non-marked. So a lot easier said than done when you got to make a 70-yard run as Kordich did here.
To get back into the proper position. Kelsey Lewis around the edge. Will get to the corner and will earn the set piece for her team. So no fight or no loss of fight by the Merritt Island Mustangs. She'll go to take this here.
Taking her time. You know, Kelsey Lewis knows this field pretty well. She played her high school year finals here.
High looping kick into the box. Took one quick redirection. Eastern Florida will have the throw in. No, comes the other way. Could not see the assistant there. McKillen now under a minute to go in this opening half. A little spell of possession here for Polk State. As soon as I say that, it's turned over. Hernandez, now Camargo. Time for a big rush. Again, Jada Humphreys has been large and in charge. Swallowing anything up that gets in the vicinity. Camargo. Delgado. Got to get something off now. 8 seconds, now 7. A shot is on the way at the buzzer. At the death of the first half, it is a 1-0 game. Julia Hernandez, her 3rd goal of the season. You got to be kidding.
Wow, talk about the right time and the right plays. A through ball right here at the very last seconds. And Julia Hernandez gets through. Keeper come out. Nice little flick right there to the back of the net. 3 seconds left in this half, and that's the way to go to a halftime, Jeff.
Hernandez would have taken a lighter touch on that. It might not have beaten the clock. But it got there. Nice, calm, collected finish by the native of Madrid, Spain.
And we knew it was just a matter of time. We've been talking about the importance of staying, on your half, knock the ball around, and just wait, be patient till you get another chance. Julia Hernandez shows that patience and that great touch to put the 1-0 up for these Eastern Florida Titans.
So a 45th minute goal is the breakthrough right before half. We'll be back right after this.
With each new day comes a renewed call to greatness. At Eastern Florida State College, we are rising to lead the way and build our better future now. With a unique group of emerging leaders who are striving here today to impact our global tomorrow. This is where new voices are heard and new dreams ascend, where vision is shared, ideas are exchanged, and careers take flight. This is where heart and dedication ensure a mutual resolve that rises to meet new challenges. This is where compassionate commitment creates higher achievement and bold steps lead to bright discoveries. This is where a proud heritage meets passion and excellence, where we come together in a close community to push further and go higher, lifting us all. This is where we choose to stand, with people who care, in a place we love, to pursue purpose with courage and confidence. This is where we achieve distinction, seize the moment, and follow our hearts to the destination of our dreams. Successfully, together. Eastern Florida, where titans rise.
My name is Chase Trammell, and I'm a 2015 Citizen Scholar. A Citizen Scholar has devoted hundreds of hours to community service through the Center for Service Learning. Eastern Florida State College is very intertwined with the community and with community partners. Students who are designated Citizen Scholars really set themselves apart as people who want to improve their community, improve the lives of the people around them, improve different processes. There's such a wide variety of volunteer sites that they can volunteer at. So in particular, in my work as an academic intern for the Liberal Arts Department, I helped a lot of students with one-on-one discussions about their assignments. I helped to put forward new programs in proposals, and I really felt what I was doing affected real change within the school and with the educational system and within this community. In our daily lives, we have a lot of issues. We see a lot of issues that we cannot really affect. You might see a homeless person or a stray dog or somebody who can't afford childcare and therefore can't have a job. A lot of things that we can feel very powerless about. Through service learning, we have this unique opportunity. We can enact real affecting change upon different issues within the community and within our lives. Service learning can be a really great way to affect things that you feel you are powerless against. And I feel like that's very special.
The Eastern Florida State College men's soccer team takes on the Broward College Seahawks, live Friday at 7 on WEFS.
Back at the Titan Soccer Complex and at the half, Eastern Florida has jumped out to a 1-0 lead. It took 45 minutes, but they got the first score, courtesy of Julia Hernandez against Polk State College, the conference opener. They had plenty of chances in the early going as Khadijah Shaw, Bunny, put one on frame. Nice save there by Sarah McKinney. Then they got the byline. Camargo left it in front, and Hernandez couldn't get much done with that one as the Polk State College Eagles really packed it in and parked the bus. Another shot went wide for Shaw, but with just a few seconds to spare before the halftime whistle, that one got by. Hernandez with a little touch of class. He chips the keeper and finds the back of the net with about 3 seconds remaining, and that's where we are. 1-0 at the half. Eastern Florida State College leading Polk State. Jeff Radcliffe with you at halftime alongside Eddie Rodriguez, and a special guest joining us now, Ryan Keel, the assistant athletic director here at Eastern Florida State College, to join us to talk about all the exciting changes that are going on at Eastern Florida State College. You know, change is the only constant. I think that is very, very true with what's going on here on campus.
Yeah, it's a pretty exciting time here on campus. Thanks for having me, Jeff. Yeah, I mean, we have a lot going on here in terms of the athletic program. We're growing pretty steadily, and yeah, there's really a lot going on between every aspect of our athletic department.
Well, let's start just with the athletics itself. I mean, yeah, there are buildings being built. We'll get to that in a second, but you're building the programs. You're now 11 sports deep, as we're going to add women's golf and men's tennis in 2016.
Yeah, we just added two new sports this fall, which will be effective next year. Like you said, we've named Ann Gannon our women's tennis coach. Jerry Thor, he's going to be coaching our both of our tennis teams as well. But yeah, it's really exciting. You know, we're really trying to grow our program. We have the most sports in our region, in the state, 11 sports, like you said, and we look to continue growing.
And it's important for not just the community, but the students. It gives, you know, more options and more a chance for local kids especially to play.
Yeah. I mean, there's such a hotbed of talent here in the state of Florida, and we're really trying to tap into that. You can see from the sports we've added, golf and tennis, you know, prime sports in the state of Florida. But you know, between soccer, basketball, baseball, softball, I mean, this is really a hotbed in the state of Florida, and we're really trying to tap into it.
And when you bring in sports, you have to have places to play. I mean, the shining example is right here, the Titan Soccer Complex. But we continue to build. We look across the way, we see the Bruce Bochy Field for baseball, and more facilities. Tennis to our left, and talk about the new facilities that are coming online.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, where we're at right now, this is really our crown jewel. The soccer complex, beautiful, you know, facility, one of the best in the country, in my opinion. Like you said, we totally revamped our baseball complex at Bruce Bochy Field. The tennis complex is one of the best in the state, and we look to compete and actually give community the opportunity to play there. And we're very excited to say that we're going to be breaking ground here soon on a new softball complex.
That will be the I guess the completion of the master plan athletically, until you add a 12th and 13th sport. I'm sure we'll be coming down the line at some point. The college has also added 27 new academic programs too, and that sometimes gets lost when you're on the athletic side. That these are student athletes, and this gives them even more options going forward.
Yeah, and it especially helps us because when you're trying to draw a student athlete, that's really the key, is they're a student athlete, and you want to offer all the types of programs that they're interested in when they pursue later in their life. So the college adding all these new programs between Dr. Ritchie, the vision of Dr. Ritchie and the Board of Trustees, it really gives our student athletes the opportunity to grow in whatever their profession may be after they're done playing. 900
students already enrolled. Affordable, it's convenient, and when you have 4 campuses, that spreads it out and really makes it really easy for anybody.
Yeah, it's very nice for Brevard County to have Eastern Florida State College. I mean, there's just so many opportunities between all of our campuses that really you have something anywhere.
And it continues to just expand, doesn't it? I mean, not just the athletic facilities, but now we see the buildings popping up all over Brevard County.
Yeah, and we just had this public safety building that just was opened, and it is a beautiful campus or building. I actually walked through there on my off time, and we have the health science building that's coming in, which will be very exciting.
Ryan Keel, thank you so much for joining us, the assistant athletic director here at Eastern Florida State College. We'll be back. Second half coming up next.
Eastern Florida State College men's soccer team takes on the Broward College Seahawks, live Friday at 7 on WEFS. Recently, the Eastern Florida State College men's golf team held its 2015 Fall Media Day. Head coach Jamie Howell will need to prepare his players for an ambitious fall schedule that sets the stage for the spring championship season.
Your fall season just gives you an idea of who you are. You know, here's what we're capable of doing, here's where we need to improve, and then you make sure you don't try to do things you're not capable of at this time. So the big issue for me is just letting things play themselves out. You know, literally have the guys prepare and go play at each event and see how we do. You're not going to win if you don't have talent, and even more, you need some chemistry to go with it. So you're looking for guys that are going to fit together. I don't expect them to be best friends forever, but I expect them all to be on the same page, and if we all strive for the same goals, we'll do just fine, even filling those slots every year.
I see a positive being that we are young, but we're eager to build up on experience, eager to build up on being in the heat of the moment like last year. But it's going to be tough. And the positives we have is that Nationals is home. It's not traveling anywhere, and we're going to feel a little more comfortable being around, Brevard County instead of traveling to Kansas or Texas.
Well, I've heard obviously a lot about this program. Obviously, they've got a great history, and obviously being in America, it's great weather, and I feel like coming over here, I'll be able to excel in my game and compete with great players. We have some good sophomores in the team, very good, and if I can learn of what they've done over last year, it might help me in the next few months developing as a golfer.
Sometimes you feel a little target on your back when you go to tournaments, but like golf is, you can't expect anything. Anybody can win on any given day, and I think that's going to be one of the things we're going to have to learn this year is we've lost a couple players that really helped us last year, but we're going to be replacing them this year with some good freshmen.
So check out the Eastern Florida State College website and come out and support your Titans.
We're going to try to repeat or if not do better. I mean, the goal is always to win, regardless. I didn't come here to get second place, and I don't think any of the guys did either.
This is where we're building the future. This is where we meet the challenge, where leaders emerge and careers take flight. This is where you discover new opportunities. Choose to stand where excellence lives, where titans rise. Eastern Florida State College. This is where we're building the future, where you discover new opportunities and careers take flight. Choose to stand where excellence lives, where titans rise. Eastern Florida State College.
The Eastern Florida State College men's soccer team takes on the Broward College Seahawks, live Friday at 7 on WEFS.
Set for second half action here at the Titans Soccer Complex. The number 1 ranked Titans leading Polk State College 1-0 on the strength of a very late goal by Julia Hernandez. Jeff Ratcliffe, Eddie Rodriguez, and what'd you make of the first half, and now looking forward? Now they can kind of settle into the game, can't they?
It has been a one-sided game, a totally defensive scheme for Polk State that almost worked, except for the last 3 seconds of the first half. Eastern Florida was able to capitalize on one of their chances. Interesting to see in the second half. Polk is going to have to push the lines a little bit. I don't think they're going to sit back as much. And for Eastern Florida, it's going to be a little bit easier. They have that monkey off their back, if you would. They score that one lonely goal, but at the same time, they got to keep doing what they were doing before, switching the point of attack, using the width, and hopefully trying to capitalize on their chances.
Fairly certain we'll be craning our necks to the left here this second half to get the crick out. Along the right, it comes Camargo. This is Abby or just outside the 18. Leaves it to the goal scorer, Hernandez. It will come back out. Now Kelsey Lewis, the Merritt Island Mustang. Nice control on the ball. Leaves it to the left side. Here comes Polk State.
And you can tell how Polk State has definitely slowed down in their tempo and their efforts.
Lewis got one touch forward, and it went right to the defense now, Khadijah Shaw. Bunny will start galloping. Turning on the jets as she makes the run off the ball. Left side, Camargo gets right back to her. Shaw leaves it into the 18, and it is Jada Humphreys. That Tampa native who had a really good first half until the last 3 seconds. And there's a shot, and the flag was up offside, so that
That's a
rattle the
great
net won't count.
idea by Abby Camargo, looking for her sister Brianna far post. Chipped the ball, and she was just a bit offside, but that's the idea. Played the ball behind the defense where Bria it's gonna be, not where she's at. Great finish by her.
Comes the run by Polk State. We'll see what adjustments Steve Linneman made, if any. That one too far out in front for Emily Phillips. Throw coming from Delgado. Leaves it to center and Helen Ramsey. She and Haley Cook, a very effective center back tandem.
This is going to be a great half for Delgado to go up and down. We talked about her speed. Now she's going to have all kinds of space on this right sector of the field.
Here comes the run from the left. Cross is on its way, but behind the goal for a goal kick. So the run, a good one, just didn't yield anything, as Kordich continuing to get up and down that left flank with no problems. This is Camargo, just underway second half. Hernandez, as everybody's calling, Julia, get me.
Absolutely, she's a great passer. She's got that strong right foot rather.
Julia has it, leaves it. Here's the ball crossing through the 18, and it rattles the pole behind the net. Goal kick.
And there's that same play from Camargo to Camargo, looking for that far post. Not able to make great contact on that volley, looking for that far post.
And that clearance is going to give it right back to the Titans.
Different angle here. Look at Bria. Gets the ball from Julia, looks up, and she's got that almost instinctively looking for her sister at back post. Brianna Camargo not able to make that solid contact.
Abby Camargo going to be pushed into the corner. Will make the run, sliding challenge here. And Eastern Florida will have a free kick all the way here on the right flank.
Yeah, referee called for that grabbing of the jersey, made that signal.
That's one way to stop her.
Pretty much,
Perhaps
probably one of the only ways.
Yeah.
Abby Camargo, no stranger of assist.
Camargo will let it fly with the right foot. In fact, leave it to the top of the 18-yard area. Shot on the way off the foot of Hernandez. It's off target. And another goal kick will come.
Yeah, that was a set piece right there. But if you're going to do that, it's got to be quicker. You can tell that she had plenty of time to settle the ball, Julia Hernandez, and just trying to put one on target.
Trying to clear their lines here, and be a throw Eastern Florida. Titans come in 4-0. Consensus #1 team in the nation thanks to the early season wins. It cemented by beating number 2 Darton State last week 3-0. It was not even close. It really, Jeff Carr will tell you, there was a lot of goals they left out there.
Well, and just to go on the road and to beat the number 2 team with such ease, and as you mentioned, Jeff Carr had plenty to say about the chances they missed and some of those that they could have had back, but pretty happy with the efficiency of the team, especially in the road, for the number 1 team in the country.
Eastern Florida will go back out on the road for the next 3 after this one, as conference play will continue a week from tonight at Broward, which will not be an easy challenge. It's Emily Sizemore. Excuse me, Emily Phillips. And now we're just toying with, here's Khadijah Smith. She'll get a shot away. Didn't need much space to at least get a shot off. Wasn't the best of efforts, but got to respect it.
Absolutely, but see how fast they find feed, Bales, looking for Hernandez, and they found Bunny, and then Bunny lets one go, but you're right, it's almost effortless, especially in the middle of the park.
Camargo. Defender stepped up. Abby holds it. Race is on. Can it make it halfway? It will. Runs coming cleaned up nicely by Ramsey.
Yeah, look at the size difference between Ramsey right there.
Ball sent back across. Now here's a shot from Lewis, and it's a goal. Kelsey Lewis levels things at 1 with a long-distance strike. A giveaway led to the goal, and the former Merritt Island Mustang gets the Eagles on the board.
We talked about Kelsey Lewis being really familiar with this field, and she just lets one go. She steals the ball. Right here's the error. Good job by Phillips. Plays the ball. And Kelsey looks up, sees the goalkeeper out, lets it go. And you can tell Stephanie Barreras what's about 2 steps up, not able to track back and get that. Oh, I'm sorry, that was the backup goal that came in.
Yeah, Asmara Holmes playing the second half here.
And she
got pressed into work immediately.
You and I talked about the importance of a goalkeeper staying, alert. She was up maybe 1 or 2 steps, and of course, what a great shot by Kelsey Lewis from about 30 out to make it 1-1 in this game.
Now we'll give them a little skip in their step. Polk State will try to venture forward here perhaps more often. They applied the pressure, got something out of it.
You give credit to Emily Phillips from Polk State, who stole that ball and played that early ball to Kelsey Lewis.
Other side it goes. Now that shot is coming. And hands to the face. Looking into the air. Why? Was Julia Hernandez. She thought she had the second one. That was a tough angle.
Yeah, it's been a frustrating game other than the goal. And, as a forward, Jeff, you really want to put those in the back of the net, especially with the amount of chances she's had.
Comes to Shaw. Cassidy Davis runs on. Camargo switches it to the near side. Abby will let it fly, looking for the far post, and it was right at the keeper once again, McKinney. So just when you think the Titans had the foothold as we had halftime, they just scored, had to be feeling good about themselves. We're level.
Just when you think it's in the bag,
it's not.
It's not.
There's a hole at the bottom.
Well, plenty of time here, plenty of soccer left.
Full 35 minutes. Polk State looks for a shocking result here. Now, you would think, will they park that bus again and try to get out of here with, you would say in the professional ranks, a point?
That would be great for them, but it's interesting to notice how the whole bench for Polk State's been warming up for the last 20, 30. They've been pretty active, so I know fitness is going to come into play the last 20 because of the size of this field, and we know the depth of Eastern Florida as they keep switching players on and off and keeping the same tempo. If you're Polk State, you're going to start making subs here, get some fresh legs.
Hernandez.
And as you mentioned, keep that park the bus in the back and get that point.
Shaw hit the hit, but it went off of a Polk State College Eagle. So Quintanilla conceded the throw. They'll concede another. Sizemore. Have another go at it. Goes to the line, and a little hip check by Emily Phillips. Goes out for, appears to be, boy, a free kick here. Zaran with her left foot, bends it in. First touch by Polk State. McKillen got a foot on it. Stay in the attacking half. Delgado. A nice ball in. Hernandez will finish. No, she'll finish over the top.
Great through ball, and there's
Frustrated Incorporated.
There's that frustration we talked about. Julia Hernandez cannot believe she missed the target. She was trying to look far post, but look at this. What a great ball into the space right here by Delgado. Great little touch by Julia.
Everything but the finish. I mean,
absolutely.
Bringing that ball down, that wasn't an easy skill. That's not easy.
Actually, the way she trapped the ball was harder than try to hit the target, and you can tell she leans back a little bit under the impression she was going to cross the ball to the far post where she had plenty of space.
Sometimes you think, oh, I'm wide open. I'll just rip this. Now Polk State with a run. Comes back to center. Bales will begin the attack. Bunny Shaw at the halfway line. Abby Camargo. Hernandez. Will she give it a go again? No, the cross in the box. A little dummy move. Shaw will let it fly with a whole lot of venom on it, but it was off target.
Bunny tees it out from top of the 18. Just gets a little bit underneath. Goes on top. Just when we thought Julia was going to take another shot, she crosses the ball. Great chance for Eastern Florida.
Emergency defending by Quintanilla. Lewis making the run forward. She'll collect just past halfway. Will make the run herself. Takes a nice long touch and will keep the run going. Numbers coming forward in support. Here's a cross inside. And it was McKillen who was the target. But that back line, it was Haley Cook that stepped in.
And you can see now that big hole in the middle. They're going side to side. Polk State's going to counter, then Eastern Florida, but a big gap in the middle now.
Hernandez was dispossessed. Sent up the line. It will stay with the Titans. One game. Raise your hand if you saw this. Delgado. Lots of space. Gonna buy some real estate. Now we'll cut it to her left foot. And not sure if that was a pass or a shot, but neither worked out.
Not her best cross.
Go to the right back. Walker. She and Camargo have been battling all night long. Some hand play, and it will. Good job shielding there by Walker as Camargo was running on. Gutierrez will take the free kick deep in her own half. Back is McKillen. Turned over. Shaw sends it on frame and right at the keeper McKinney. Went low to take it. High distribution to the near side, and Emily Phillips unable to keep it.
Stolen by Camargo. Eastern Florida with all the time in the world out of the back.
Alan Ramsey all the way on the attacking half will take it here. Committing numbers forward to the corner. Throw Polk State. Quintanilla out of Auburndale, so stayed right in her hometown pretty much to play college soccer. Polk State, a couple of different campuses. They got the main campus in Winter Haven, and soccer team plays out of the Lakeland campus. Throw for the Eagles. Walker. And she's a local girl from Malabar, Palm Bay High School. Played her club ball at Brevard Soccer Alliance, so you know she knows some of these players on the other side.
Yeah.
Shaw chips it. A little flick on header that time. Not enough on it for Hernandez. Lewis leaves it to the right side. Here comes the run. Sizemore needs some help and gives it right back. Right at the technical area, goes out, throwing back the other way. Hernandez try to hold up as the streaking Camargo to the right side. This is a dangerous ball. Works in, pushed off, waits for the cavalry. Good defense. Now Sabrina Delgado with the cross inside the 6-yard area. Shaw runs on. Now here comes the counter. Not many going forward. They'll be content to possess. Here's Lewis. 1-on-4. Here comes the help from McKillen. And it will be cleared away.
It seems like that very last touch on the attacking third for Eastern Florida, it just eludes them. They got to keep working on that, but a lot of the times, Jeff, to go forward, you have to go side to side and find that space. You know, a little more direct, and Polk State know that they're coming in waves, so all they got to do is take that step back and toe poke the ball. A lot of the times you don't have to win it, so much easier to do that.
Once again, the Eagles just give it back. Delgado with the throw, looking for Shaw. Camargo with a nice turn. On the attacking half now, we'll roll it, and the ball's going to be picked off. Spread around by Heather Davis. Don't give Lewis any time to shoot. She'll give it a go again. That one, as Mara saw the whole way.
Once again, Lewis proving that it wasn't a fluke. That last shot, the last goal she scored. And once again, ball from Emily Phillips. Got a 1-2 for Polk State.
Score goals like that, it gives you confidence to keep letting them fly.
Absolutely.
On the other end, for the Titans, a run continues. Camargo had it contested just as she got inside the 18.
Especially when the other team's going to give you some space to work on. Here we see Phillips working that left side. And look at that great turn right there by Kelsey Lewis. Just lets it go. She was a little bit further up than last time. And, of course, now the goalkeeper right on her line, Samara Holmes.
Polk State will try it again. That one found Helen Ramsey, unfortunately, for the Eagles. Stia Zaran, hold up by Hernandez, went down as Jada Humphreys got to her. She threw her hands up. I didn't contact her. Wasn't me, boss.
A little bit too eager to win that ball, Humphreys.
So here comes the free kick. It will be Abby Camargo with a three-person wall in front for somebody to run on that back post here. It's going to swing out. And still alive and high in the air, like Spud Webb was Sarah McKinney.
Julie Hernandez trying to hit that side volley, not making good contact with it.
Not a high percentage effort. Now Lewis gave it a good run. It will be cleared away and throw in for the visitors here.
Well, as you know, Jeff, how difficult it is to hit those balls. Almost like even wind conditions have to be perfect. The timing, the service, and the effort.
Here comes Morgan Jones into the game. She will check in for Emily Phillips. Morgan Jones, freshman out of Dover, Florida. It's a Hillsborough County All-Star out of Durant. A couple of Tampa players on this Polk County side as they'll matriculate the ball up that right side. Talked about Jada Humphreys. She was a Hillsborough County All-Star as well. Sickles High School. Another ball into the area. Overshot the intended target somewhat as we see Morgan Jones trying to turn around. Gutierrez. McKillen just sting it to the far post as Lewis was running on. Holmes will escort it. Goal kick.
It's actually a good idea about McKillen trying to play that through ball to Kelsey Lewis, just a little bit too long. She had the right spin and in-swinger with a left foot. Look at all the time that Eastern Florida has to come out. Polk State just withdraws to the midfield.
Delgado plays it into space to an on-running Hernandez. To the byline, she and Jada Humphreys come together, and it is off of Humphreys, so now a corner kick. Just under 23 minutes to go. I want to start thinking about getting ahead of this one again. Castillo Zaran. Loops it. Top of the box, headed back down once, twice, and in the back of the net as Bunny Shaw finished it off. Her second goal in as many games. And on the set piece, the Titans strike. It's 2-1.
Helen Ramsey climbs the ladder with a header. And of course, ball goes to Bunny, who just does a great turn. Finishes with a left foot off the crossbar. And you just finished talking about, Jeff, the importance of, not letting this game go away. Of course, give credit with a great cross from Paula Astiasaran, the Spaniard. Left-footed cross.
So it comes in the 68th. Castillo Zaran let it fly. Bunny will go again and sting the back of the net with a little jerk seasoning, and it's now 3-1. My goodness.
Wow. We talked about the importance of Bunny and how great he was that she scored a goal and an assist last game. Well, now here she is. Why? She proves why she's a Jamaican international with 2 goals in, 30 seconds? And this
span of a minute.
Left-footed shot, man. Oh, my God. She unleashes the demons from top of the box. Left-footed shot right there. Watch this. Cuts the ball to her left. It just lets it go.
Oh, there's no stopping it.
Not much a goalkeeper could do.
Well, she could have, grown about a foot.
Wow.
Hit it where the goalkeeper couldn't get it. And wow, the game's turned quickly. Now a brace for Bunny Shaw, and it's 3-1.
Talk about the right form of striking a ball.
Talked to Bunny today when we taped Inside Titan Sports. Could she have a go and look for a now Hernandez is on. She plays her on. Julia will come back. Boy, it's all hands on deck right now for the defensive Polk State. But we were talking with Bunny during our taping today and asked her about food. She is a big fan of Chick-fil-A. So one of the reasons she had to make sure there was a Chick-fil-A on campus or nearby to be able to sign here at Eastern Florida.
Or nearby, I'm sure.
There was one on campus, we learned from Jeff Carr. So that probably helped seal the deal. Here's a look at the goals. Had a lot of help on the first.
Paula with a great cross right there. And the header out of the back.
Yeah, Ramsey will have the assist on that too.
That's a great turn by Bunny. And that's a difficult ball to connect with because she's turning off that header, so it's not easy to make contact. But of course the Jamaican international makes it look easy. That was her first, and their second just a total just rocket to the upper post of Polk State.
Dominique Walker makes the turn and cannot break out of their own end. So as soon as Kelsey Lewis made this thing interesting, a few minutes later, Eastern Florida able to respond quickly. Camargo. Delgado. Abby Camargo. Nice patient attack. It's really easy when you're up by 2.
Absolutely. Everything, seems easier and more space and more time, knowing that you have the score in your favor by 2 and the clock as well. So at some point, Jeff, Polk State rather, they need to push the lines up because they want to get the 2 and the 3 to try to salvage a point out of this trip here.
Really hanging in there for the better part of first 60 minutes of this game. Didn't concede the first goal until about 5 seconds left in the first half, then we're able to level it. Boy, another great feed inside the box. Shot off of her line is McKinney, or it would have been 4-1.
And now Eastern Florida, they're just, going at will, just doing the 1-2s, getting behind the defense. Watch the ability of just connect on the ground. 1-2 right there. And just the very last touch right there gets away from her, but that would have been the 4th for Kordich. Great run from the left fullback.
Arnella still looking for her first goal. That was nearly in. Will be sent out. Throw will come back to the Titans. Kordich with it. Shot from distance right in the gut of McKinney. Gallop from Jones. Continue the run. Lewis with the dummy to McKillen, and it overshot her. Goes into touch. Dominique Walker. Headed right at the halfway line, now forward by Bunny Shaw. As you look at Jeff Carr. It'll be a happy night for he and his staff if the scoreline holds.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Don't have to play again for another week. Can tighten up the things that did not go well here. Maybe work on some finishing to get these leads a little earlier.
Yeah, absolutely. But it does give you a good sense of accomplishment when the team's playing well. It's just a matter of sometimes you'll have games like this where it's difficult to score. But after the last 2 finishes here by Bonnie, it's been a good performance by Eastern Florida. And for them right now, Jeff, it's all about consistency to stay in that #1 ranking.
Delgado. It's the run and the cross on the way behind the net. So Rosalina Lindo checks in and immediately gets pressed into service. Sophomore out of Jacksonville. Coming up on a quarter hour to go. Pair of goals from Bunny Shaw now in her second game. And looks effortless doing it.
3 goals in 2 games. Not too shabby.
Ball served in direct fashion. Flick on, header just over the top.
Paula just almost able to put that header far post, upper V.
And there's Bunny with her 2 goals. Native of Spanish Town, Jamaica. MVP of the CONCACAF U20 tournament with Jamaican national team. Does like reggae, so the stereotype is true in that regard. That, you know, you like the music of your country. I'm just curious if maybe Hernandez and Astia Zoran, did they like classical guitar?
We'll ask them in
Spanish
the next
style
interview. See if they like Little Gypsy Kings.
Oh, on is Astia Zoran to play a tune here, perhaps get in the score sheet. Nice job, nice effort, leads to a corner kick for the Titans.
Yeah, that was actually the sub, Lindo, who came in. Get some fresh legs for Eastern Florida. A very smart player. We saw a lot of her last year. Not great breakaway speed, but very good finisher.
Has 1 goal already this season as a Jacksonville Mandarin graduate. A little flick on there by Ramsey.
You know, it's interesting. Ramsey finds a way to get her head on every time she goes out for a corner kick. Of course, you've seen that tall frame of hers. And she was credited with the assist on the first Bunny's goal.
Bunny and the Titans. Sounds like a nice band. Bunny and the Titans bossing things. Boy, the ball hits the ground right in front of Bunny Shaw.
You do not want to let that one go.
Yikes. Under 13 to go. Continue to possess and chew up clock. See this result through. And Eastern Florida on the road for 3 straight after tonight. Got a game at Broward and then 2 in Illinois. Second week of October.
That's a great idea by Paula, playing that through ball for Bria Camargo. Doesn't quite get there, but the idea and the delivery was there.
Wide left for Kordich. She'll catch it. Back here on the 18th, it will be the rematch against Darton State College.
That's right, the #2 team in the country.
For now. See what happens when the polls come out tomorrow.
That's right.
Yeah, will be televised on WEFS. Ball sent in. Polk State's going to write another chapter to this. They're going to have to start moving. They trail by 2. And it was quite sudden. They trailed by 1 for about 35, 40 seconds.
And then you start to wonder if Polk State has enough in the tank to muster a comeback. They're running out of time here with 10:52. And if there's a time, Jeff, to push the lines, this is it for them. Get some subs, fresh legs. Go with at least 2 forwards. They've been playing with 1. They start with that 4-5-1.
Well, as Polk State gets the throw, well, come back across. Titans take possession here. And the through ball will come all the way to home. So catch out to get a recap anyway of all the action, not just of the Titans women's soccer team, but the men's soccer team, really to all 11 sports. As volleyball well underway, men's golf, and women's tennis in the midst of their fall seasons. Find out all the information by checking out Inside Titan Sports every Thursday night, 8 o'clock on WEFS. Also can be found online on the school's YouTube page. We have Bunny Shaw on today, so if you want to see that interview, it will be memorable. And offside the call. Talked with Oliver Twelvetrees and Wilfred Williams on the taping. The 5'9" left side mid, left back who has been pressed into center back duty because of injuries to the undefeated Titans men's program, who are ranked 2nd in the country. Something about the grass here, it just yields national rankings when you have it on your boots.
Whatever it is, just keep doing it.
Left to the right side, the run is on. Holmes is out, and she will smother it. Here's Ramsey. Delgado got just out in front of her, but running back was Estia Zaran. So playing up top now, it is Lindo. Lindo will make the turn. And cleaned up back to the keep, McKinney. Throw in for Bree Camargo. She'll get some hydration while she's over there. It's a benefit of playing on one of the edges, the edge near the bench.
Absolutely. You're closer to the bench as we see number 10, Julia Hernandez, coming back. She got a breather, a player who's always running, making runs into the space, checking to the ball. That's probably one of the best attributes of her as a forward, man. She's always very active.
Our producer Brian Foster just asked us to maybe a nice make mention of the good weather and the beautiful night we've had, because every soccer broadcast this season has been marred by some sort of a delay, either pre-game or during the game, or has ended a game early, and it has not happened tonight. But I did not want to ruin anything, because there could be lightning 80 miles from here and it would stop play with 7:30. I mean, I think we're safe. I don't think we have to knock on wood with 7:30. I think this game is official, so that's good.
Well, not a cloud in the sky anywhere.
No, it's been a perfect night as fall descends on Central Florida, and especially here in the Space Coast, man. You get these beautiful sunsets behind us. This is the time of year. As soon as that rain kind of moves out of the equation, that's why everybody comes down here to live. How about Bunny keeping it up? The one-person wrecking crew.
Well,
and we'll spray it left side too far out in front.
If 3 times is not enough when you dribble someone, let's just make it 4th. As we see the legend right there, Jeff Carr, just watching the game. And I'll tell you what a great job he's done with this program, not only as a head coach, but also as an athletic director as well. We talked about the dominance of the soccer programs, both men's and women.
Well, we talked at halftime with Ryan Keel, his assistant athletic director, and we brought up the now 11 sports on campus. That is more than any other college at this level, junior college in the state, as far as an athletic program, to have that many sports available to its student population.
And of course, that's a testament of Dr. Jim Ritchie, who's been, tirelessly working for this program, Eastern Florida, to have 11, as you mentioned, varsity programs, and it's just they're top-notch quality too.
The doctor thinking of a master plan.
That's it.
Is that Big Daddy Kane or Eric B. and Rakim from the 80s? There is a plan in place. There's a vision, and it is already opening up in front of us. We cleared into touch as we come up on the 5-minute mark here. 5.5 to go. 3-1 Eastern Florida State College. Some more of these substitutes in as we see Bethan Jones, the native of Kings Lynn, England. Their ball is a searching ball, a hopeful ball there by Jay Bales, and the score will stay at 3-1, but it's nice to get a chance to talk about some of the contributors off the bench. Now here comes the run on the left side from Emily Phillips. Ramsey with her the whole way. And it will be a throw for Emily Phillips from Tallahassee, the freshman out of Childs High School. Said on her bio on the website, she was voted biggest flirt award in high school. So very proud of that. Wants to be in the media business after school. Interned at the ABC affiliate up in Tally. And that one roll right to Holmes with 4:20 to go. You know, the common thread between these two programs, just the sheer number of Florida players on the roster. Polk State, every player on the roster save one who's not even dressed tonight is from Florida. And Eastern Florida not far behind there.
Well, we're seeing, the importance of bringing even international players for these Eastern Florida is paying dividends. Players like Bunny who can come in and be impact players right off the bat.
But you've got Brianna and Abby who are from Ocala, Cassidy Davis, the sophomore from Largo, Jay Bales from right down the road in Palm Bay, Ramsey from Port St. Lucie, Cordich from Jacksonville, of course Haley Cook from Satellite Beach, so Delgado from Parkland. So lots of Sunshine State natives in the program. Number of them on the bench as well. Lindo, who's out there now from Jacksonville. Of course, Cassidy's sister Kaylee. Audrey Bone, another Merritt Island Mustang. Titans looking to see this one out. Put the finishing touches on a win in which they were challenged here. It was 1-1 contest. Early in that second half. Perhaps a dying gasp here from Polk State. Trying to get some of the ball. They leave it to the top. There's a header right at Holmes. And it was off the head of Gutierrez, our player to watch when we began this broadcast way back when. Second-year captain. Now the run being made, a turn by Camargo. Here is the biggest flirt on the left side. Drilled in, no problem. Gutierrez had a hopeful effort, and that back line of Ramsey and Cook have been solid once again for Eastern Florida State College. About 90 seconds left. Titans look to go 5-0. Last year went 13-1-2. Lost in the national semis on penalty kicks to the eventual national champs Monroe College. So talk to any of these girls or Jeff Carr, that left a sour taste and has been a very important factor And the hungriness. Oh, off the line, Holmes down in the box. It's a hungry bunch of Titans wanting to get back there. Looks like this could be the team. 41 seconds to go. Polk State trying to have an oh by the way attack here. It will come back the other way with half a minute to go. So Polk State will take on Broward on the 25th. So each of these teams will play Broward next as we're down under 10 seconds. Polk State will have that game at home. Down to 5. Holmes will send it away for the final time. And this one goes to the Titans. 3-1 final score over Polk State College as Eastern Florida wins its conference opener. So NJCAA Region 8 foe goes down. We'll be back to talk about it right after this on WEFS TV.
The Eastern Florida State College men's soccer team takes on the Broward College Seahawks, live Friday at 7 on WEFS.
Eastern Florida State College. This is where you discover new opportunities, where you pursue your dreams, and careers take flight. Apply now for new bachelor and associate degree programs in business, healthcare, computer technology, and other growing fields. Eastern Florida, where Titans rise. Apply today. This is where we're building the future. This is where we meet the challenge, where leaders emerge and careers take flight. This is where you discover new opportunities. Choose to stand where excellence lives, where Titans rise. Eastern Florida State College.
Five 0 the final here at the Eastern Florida State College campus on the Titan Soccer Complex. It was 5-0 over the Eagles. Make that, excuse me, the 5-0 is now the record. 3-1, and here's how it happened. Is right before halftime, Hernandez got on the board. And then in the second half, a little fight from the Eagles as Kelsey Lewis lit things up, going over the top. 1-1, and then it was the bunny show as Ramsey headed it forward, and Khadijah Shaw put it into the back of the net, and then with a laser that hit the back of the net and beat Sarah McKinney. That was our final count. 3-1 the final here on the Space Coast. We will now send it down to the Victorious head coach, Jeff Carr, who's with our Eddie Rodriguez.
Jeff, here we are. A little bit of a frustrating game in the first half. Give us your observation.
Yeah, we played very poorly. We kind of played to their level. We didn't move the ball well enough. We were kind of, our speed of play was quite slow. I mean, we were kind of, I think we were still on the bus coming back from Darton. It was a very poor performance.
What do you work on? I mean, you have so many things. At least you created chances, and you got the game win. But
yeah, we did create some chances. We had a lot of shots, over 20, but a lot of them were not on frame. We got to work on finishing. We got a speed of play, changing the point of attack a lot quicker, moving off the ball. our spacing. And, there's lots of things that we need to learn from this game, and we'll watch the film.
Defensively, any concerns?
A little there. Our holding mids were getting caught out, and there was a big cavern in the center midfield, and and we were giving them way too much space. We needed to step higher, and also we were just lethargic out there. I mean, they were counterattacking with 2, and we were still getting in trouble. So lots to work on.
Lots to work on. Well, good luck to you guys. At least you guys got the win. Talk to Bunny. Bunny, your first home game, you play on the road. I'm over here real quick. How did you feel the first game at home?
Well, it's a nice feeling. Know that I'm home. I have fans to play, watch, so it's a nice feeling.
Yeah. What about the second strike? Just completely. It's a great goal. The second one.
Yeah, it was. Knowing that I got the ball, I know that once I turned and there was no one with me, I know that I would have had that one.
How frustrating for you was it that you couldn't play the first, few games? You had to watch the team and stuff. What were you thinking when you're on the sideline, waiting for everything to work so you can play?
It was a bit frustrating knowing that I couldn't get to play, and we were struggling in the first 2 games, and I know that with me, it would make a big difference.
Right. What is your goal personally? I know as a team, you guys are trying to win a national championship. For you as a player, your first year here, what's your goal?
I mean, my goal is to win the national championship, but we have to get better because if we stay like this, we won't be able. So if we rise and lift our game, we'll be able to make it.
As an international player, what's the feeling for you to come into a new program? How's the team taking you so far?
Well, the environment is different from back home. It's quicker, so I had to just adjust and know the girls and know where they play, and that's what I did.
Well, great, a couple of goals. You score 1 against Darton State. Good luck to you guys for the remaining of the season. Jeff, back to you.
Thank you, Eddie, and thank you, Khadijah, as Bunny Shaw adding to her total 2 games now, 3 goals and an assist. That's 7 points, so making an impact on already one of the best teams in junior college soccer, as the consensus #1 team in the nation gets a 3-1 victory against Polk State to move to 5-0. The Eagles drop to 1-3. And we'll look to rebound against Broward as well, as the Titans will be on the road next Monday to take on Broward College in their second Region 8 game. So 5-0 now the record, as they took care of business. It was Hernandez, as we mentioned, to open things up just before halftime. After Kelsey Lewis, the Merritt Island product, leveled things early in the second. It was Bunny Shaw with 2 goals, and that's the story here tonight, as a feisty Polk State team gave Eastern Florida all they can handle, but in the end, the talent won. 3-1 the final score for everybody, including Eddie Rodriguez. Our producer, Brian Foster. Thanks to Ryan Keel, the Assistant Athletic Director, for joining us at halftime. And, of course, for our entire WEFS crew, I'm Jeff Radcliffe saying so long from Melbourne. The Titans win it 3-1 over the Eagles. Good night.